Welcome Facebook Live to another night of 12 Days of Autumn. My name is Issa White. I'm your program director for the Austin Urban Technology Movement. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this campaign series and look forward to ending our series with a blast. So with further ado, my point tonight is to really explain what an AUTMite is. Throughout this series, we've been mentioning, AUTMites are joining our events, AUTMites are signing up for cohorts, AUTMites are doing this, doing that. So if you want to join and you're interested in becoming one of our AUTMites, we definitely think this program is for you. So what is an AUTMite? AUTMites are students and professionals seeking reskilling or upskilling opportunities in order to advance their career. And that could be in the areas of workforce development, career development, mentorship, and job placement. So in terms of workforce development, that's really where the meat is. That's where all of our programs really center on, and that is gaining those tech skills. I will show you a list of those in a second here. That's really gaining those tech skills that would allow you then to move into the space where other people are competing for the same roles, knowing you have those certifications, knowing you have the credibility to then apply and advance your career in tech. Career development. So honestly, this is a career development moment right here. Gaining skills that are focusing, they call them on the soft skills. So you have all the hard skills, all the technical stuff, all the things you need to know in order to do the job, but we need to help you have those conversations, help you make those relationships and the networks, help you interact with those in a professional setting in a way that would be beneficial towards you and the company you're working with. So curated events, we have them for an AUTMite, would be required to attend them once a month. We definitely make sure these events are tailored towards different topics. So during this panel session, or excuse me, during the series, we had a panel session about strictly resumes. We had a resume workshop. We had soft skills. So what particular personality traits you need to amplify or work on in terms of networking and communicating with others, communication skills, time management skills. All those are considered soft skills that you need to in order to perform at your best and use those hard skills at the highest level. So mentorship. We have a lot of people who are in the field that want to see Autumn thrive, and the people who come through our program thrive as well. And so those people are willing to become mentors and provide that space for you to have the conversations about what your future goals are, maybe share their past experience of what they've done and what they know what works. Share your contacts with other people in the field who might be a wealth of knowledge for you as well. So those mentors are available. And we also have, later on, I will share information for our volunteers and mentors as well towards the end of the presentation. And then finally, job placement. So after you've gone through all of this, you got the hard skills, you got the soft skills, somebody told you what's right, what's wrong, and helped you, meet the right person, maybe the right recruiter or network, and now you're able to apply for that job. We have internships, we have full-time roles, and we're working on right now apprenticeships with certain companies, but we will highlight that as well. So if you have any comments or questions, make sure you drop those in the Facebook comments. We will review them. We will make sure we interact with you. And if you want to reach out and become an AUTMite, like I said, at any point in time, make sure you go to AUTM, AUTMTX.org, and you create a profile with us under our job board. So I mentioned earlier about the cohorts, the programs that allow you to gain those tech skills. So what areas do we have available? Well, first of all, Austin Freenet is a really popular one with us. We have a relationship with Austin Freenet, and they provide a number of courses. They start you off, essentially they take an assessment to kind of see where you are in your knowledge of all things tech, and they place you accordingly. That could range from anything from IT fundamentals all the way to cybersecurity. The end all be all is cybersecurity, and then throughout the program, there are opportunities for you to take certification exams so that you can end up with a certification and use that to advance your career. Austin Community College and Skill Point Alliance. This is a really unique program with the point is to gain a certified production technician certificate. That means you are able to focus in on skilled trades like electrician, your major trades, HVAC, systems, also areas within, the healthcare and within, checking my notes, within advanced manufacturing. And so this program is tied between Austin Community College and Skill Point Alliance. Depending on what area you're focusing in, the cohorts do start, all of these cohorts except for Coursera and OpenBTech will start again in January. So depending on what your plan and what availability you have, there are night courses and there are virtual. They do split the time up between virtual and in-person training because you do need the hands-on experience for the Certified Production Technician Program, also known as CPT. Black Girls Drone, this is a fairly new one. It's very, very interesting. It is all on your mobile app. You are using a simulator to go over weather maps and other different tools you need in order to conduct the drone. And the certification exam is something that you work yourself up to in order to take. You receive that certification at the end of the program. There's a free workshop on January 15th. If you're interested, make sure you either put it in the comments or you join us on our website and you create a profile and leave it there. There's also an opportunity for you to send an email to ISA at AUTMTX.org, but we prefer that you go to our website and create a profile so we can capture that data. And finally, Coursera. Coursera is a self-led program that we have with Google, program they call Grow with Google, and there are 2 certifications that you can actually attain through that program. It is between 4 and 6 months, depending which program you choose and depending on what level you are in terms of that information. So the first one we have is Google IT support, and the other one is Google automation with Python. So depending on where you are in your tech career or in your studies, we could place you accordingly. And you can definitely take both. They are licenses that we have the ability to dispense amongst people, at a time. So if you're interested in that program, definitely make sure you understand it is a self-led program that is expected to be completed between 4 and 6 months, but that is definitely something you can use. You attain your certification. Google knows you have the information from them, and they encourage you to apply then at Google with these particular certifications. Galvanize, they had 2 boot camps focusing on software engineering and data science or data science. These 2 different boot camps have part-time and full-time opportunities that end up in certifications as well. There is a added portion to the test preparation, and that is attending 4 of the Java courses that would help you for the pre-test program that would then prepare you for the assessment to actually start the program. And then once you start the program, then you take an exam at the end to receive the certification. So SEEB's really involved, but at the end of the day, gaining that certification in software engineering is one of the most popular areas in tech and requires a lot of time and studying. So they want to make sure you are prepared and fully immersed in that program. OpenBTech is really a big data source of knowledge. It's self-guided. It is, for our end, it is self-guided, and there are areas where you can take advantage of different channels of information, whether it be data analytics, AI, whether it be blockchain, design, UX, all of those areas. Obviously, software engineering. I mentioned data science. So all these areas of tech and some areas that are non-technical are also offered OpenBTech as a form of information and self-guided training. So right now, badges are a huge wave that we are experiencing right now in terms of your virtual resume and your virtual platform and how you demonstrate your skill set online. So places like LinkedIn and Indeed, all those places are looking at these badges, and they look at those skill sets as a easy way to determine, where you are in addition to what you listed on your resume. So I mentioned earlier that we have volunteers who like to participate in our program that are in our community and are really, really good sources of information in terms of the career advice, obviously hard skills, and those soft skills that help you network. So on the screen is an example of one of our Horizon speakers, Desiree Ward. She presented with American Youth Works. We presented with them this year every Wednesday, twice on Wednesdays. We brought different career sets in terms of the non-technical, some of our technical career paths, and we're able to share with the students on a one-on-one basis, what it is, they went through, some more questions that are more discussion that, that gets the class more engaged. And we're able to put essentially a name with a face with that person's career. So we do this with, American Youth Works. We are adding Austin Freenet to our list of organizations to share a professional experience with. And we would definitely like to join with the CPT program to share more information with people who have careers in the production experience and manufacturing. So I mentioned mentors as well. Mentors provides that personalized experience that a person might need in terms of, where they are in their current career, how they would like to progress, and really has an ongoing conversation in between the interviews, in between the applications and actual job. Our mentors are able to then be there to provide, those fillers in terms of, making better decisions and how to go about strategizing their career. Community service. We hope things get back normal, but right now we do have opportunities for community service. We actually had a computer distribution drive on December 12th, and we're going to have one on December 19th and December 23rd. That's where we were able to distribute computers to the community down in Austin, and making sure that, those who are in need to using computers for school, for work, who want to take advantage of these cohorts and upskill training opportunities are able to receive a device and progress, forward that way. And finally, our volunteers, we need them to advocate. And that's simply if they know, people in the community that want to move into tech or maybe unsure or maybe want to give it a try just to see what it's about. We need the volunteers as our extended, hand to kind of spread that information and knowledge. Also, when it comes to communicating, we're not necessarily the tech experts in every field, but the volunteers can advocate and, like I said, be those mentors and share their information within their, respective career and help, bring more AUTMites to the program. So if you're interested in being an AUTMite or being a volunteer, we need both sides and would love for you to help our organization thrive. So without further ado, I'd like to bring on our AUTMites. So first we have Eric Coleman. Eric Coleman is actually one of our AUTMites participating in our Galvanize cohort for software engineering. I'll let him share a little bit about himself. Eric?
Hey, how's it going? My name is Eric Coleman, and I've been in Austin about 3 years, and so I've been looking for a way to get into the technology field, and Austin Urban Technology Movement seemed to have just come, out of the sky and dropped in my lap, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So yeah,
Thank you. And so how did you learn about AUTM?
Yeah, so I'm a member of Greater Mount Zion Church, and my friend Carl, who runs a nonprofit, it's called the Building Promises USA, and so he got me in touch with Michael, and they got me in touch with you, and eventually down the line, I got enrolled into a cohort.
Awesome. And so what is AUTM's impact on your life so far?
Yeah.
And how has the cohort really, set yourself up for your next career?
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. I just got certified with Cohort previously offered as Testlio for software testing. I just graduated maybe like 2 days ago.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you. So yeah, in 2020, it's been a crazy year, and it managed to Austin Urban Technology Movement managed to really slingshot me into a program help me get into the tech field. And I'm actually an employee at a tech company now, which I thought wouldn't happen for a long time.
Oh, congratulations. And so, when it came to choosing, which program out of all of the programs that we offer here at Autumn, how did you choose Galvanize?
Yeah, I chose Galvanize because they have the specific field that I wanted to go in with, learning JavaScript and getting that certification. I kind of went back and forth between which one I wanted to do. Um, but I did a lot of research about job market and doing the pros and cons, and eventually that's the one I settled on.
Okay. And so after you finish your certification with Galvanize, what are your next plans? Do you want to get another certification or are you going to continue in the job field? What are your plans?
That's a good question. I'd like to rack up as many certifications as I can. But probably I'll try to see what it looks like to maybe even do an internship after finishing with Galvanize.
Awesome. That sounds really good. And finally, if you could share, information to someone who's interested or on the borderline of joining or just maybe don't know where they want to go into tech, but they know they're interested, what advice would you share with them?
Advice I would share, I would say, even if you don't know, I would say just sign up and Issa will find something for you. But I would say be prepared because she's gonna throw a lot of stuff at you, and they're ready to get to work like as soon as possible. Because for me, things started to happen and align faster than I could keep up, which was great. I'm so grateful. So
Well, we appreciate you for joining us, Eric, and thanks for sharing your experience with us. And I'm glad we're able to have that impact on your life and look forward to seeing where you go in the future.
yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Okay. And so with that experience, with the AUTMites, they come in different, you will come in different parts of your life. Whether we have students that are, in high school that are approaching that job seeking age or workforce age, excuse me, around 18, or some of our adult learners who are wanting to change their careers and move into tech. We have a lot of different variables that impact somebody's decision that would move them to moving into tech, but our general goal is to make sure that they are prepared and that they have the resources. And as you said, we come at you hard with all these options because we want to make sure you get in and take advantage of opportunities like this. And so our next AUTMite is Joshua Rowan.
Hi,
Hey, how you doing?
good. How are you?
Good, good, good. Thanks for joining us, Joshua.
No problem.
So Joshua has a little different experience. He's actually one of our interns, and I do want to dive into that a little bit. But if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, Joshua, and how you learned about Autumn.
So my name is Joshua Rowan. I go to McNeil High School. I'm in 10th grade, and I am Autumn's product and software engineer intern. And I've been here for about like 6 months. It's been pretty good. Like the amount of experience and like stuff I learned is like it's almost overwhelming, but in a good way.
Mhm.
I just been really enjoying being here. So yeah.
Definitely. And so, what are some of your responsibilities as our intern?
So I've been working on the app. I did a demo yesterday with Mr. Ward, if any of you saw that.
I
And
saw
I
it.
yeah, I've been putting a lot of time and effort into it. Uh, and we'll be adding new content soon as well.
Okay. And so, are you participating in any cohorts with Autumn as well?
Yes, I am. I am in the Google IT support program.
And so, how is that faring? Is that an area you want to study further after this certificate program?
So I do want to be a software engineer, but also since I'm still young and in high school, I still want to explore
Mm-hmm.
my options.
Mm-hmm.
And IT, or more specifically like computer hardware, has interested me because my uncle is also kind of in IT, and it has been a little bit of interest for me.
Okay. And so, in terms of picking the program, how did you go about picking the Google IT support cohort?
Well, I did a little research on it, and it's supposed to be like a really, really good way to like get into insight, or at least like a more background of IT. And I
Hmm.
really thought that would be too good of an opportunity to skip on.
Definitely. And it's free. Why not join, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so, do you have any steps or any maybe plans after you complete the Google IT support cohort?
I actually do think I want to build my own PC, maybe like not this year, but maybe kind of next year. And I'll definitely be able to use my skills or the skills from the Google IT support program. I'll probably also get into some more programming and code.
Okay, cool. And then finally, if you know anybody that's kind of on the edge of, joining anything related to IT, or they just don't know, any information, or kind of on the brink of, being excited or involved, what advice would you have about to that person who wants to get in the IT field but just doesn't know where to go or where to start?
Hmm. I would say I would start maybe like reading articles or like maybe watching a few YouTube videos. And then also obviously autumn because this
Hmm.
course is kind of not just an introductory course because you can also like I'm probably going to get a certificate or a certification in IT after I complete this course. I think that's a great way for not just to learn, but if you do really want to get into IT, this is like a great entryway and this would look great on your resume.
Most definitely. And we thank you for joining us. I'm glad we had, a chance to bring you on as intern to further your skills, as well as, taking advantage of that Google cohort. So thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
All right. And so tonight, essentially, like I said, we wanted to share just general information. I can go back to the screen about our cohorts that we offer. If you at all interested, in Black Girls Drone, which is, open for girls and guys, Coursera, something that is more of a self-guided program, or maybe Austin Freenet or something like Galvanize, and the CPT program with Certified Production Technician, which has a more of a it's facilitated, by an instructor. Let us know if you're interested in these programs. Just because they are available to you, majority of them are free, and if there's money involved, there's obviously ways to either work around that, or there's different programs in place to mitigate that. But like I said, these programs are open. I myself, I'm definitely going to take it. I'm interested in, one of the courses, but right now, for the community, we want to make sure we get these going, especially for the January coming up. It's a great way to start the year off with a certification, or at least earning, and in the process of earning one, to help you get into those jobs into the IT field. Don't know if we have any questions necessarily in the chat or in the Zoom, but make sure you're able to leave your comments, go to our webpage, and also get involved with our petition. So the driver of the 12 Days of Autumn is this Texas Technology for All petition. We have 3 areas that we want to accomplish by pushing this petition forward, and that's providing internet access, distributing computers, and then providing digital skills, which is, the ability to join the cohorts and the programs we have available. In order to get involved, go ahead and sign it. It's simple as going to change.com and signing a petition to get our 2,000 signatures, spreading the word, telling others about Autumn, telling others about our program. If you're on the end of the volunteer, or if you're on the end of the AUTMite, we can use, all the assistance and all the help and all the publicity, essentially. And then also donating to Autumn. We do need funds in order to operate, to provide these programs and these devices and everything needed to make this a thriving organization. So go ahead and make sure you're able to donate there. If you have any questions, this information is our FAQ information on our website at AUTMTX.org to see the petition and check out our impact, you would press Autumn Impact. If you want to view the rest of our events here is listed, it'll be on our events tab. And then if you want to go ahead and make a profile to take advantage of the cohort programs we have available, and also starting to apply for jobs that we have on our job board, you could go to the jobs tab. Like I said, the petition is listed under change.org /P/Texas Technology for All. We do have a couple of more events to wrap up, or actually we have one more event to wrap up our 12 Days of Autumn, and that will be tomorrow on Friday at 6 p.m. We would get a chance to recap all the things we've done during this time, preparing for the holidays, as well as share the impact of the programs we had running, on the back end for our series. So if you're still interested and have not done so already, make sure you're able to take advantage of this special gift from General Assembly. They have gifted us and all of our participants with a $99 class credit towards any upcoming short form workshop. The last time you'll see this is tomorrow. So make sure you sign up before January 1st, as long as you use that code AUTM99 before January 1st and sign up for any of the short form workshops. Before then, you will have access to them in the new year. So thank you to our friends at General Assembly. We look forward to checking out the workshops that share information on design thinking, software engineering, even areas that are not so technical that are still popular within the IT field. So thank you all for joining. We had a really productive night. I just wanted to share some information, like I said, on our AUTMite cohorts and opportunities within Autumn to get more involved. Thank you.